The perfect situation where we have economic results of the project very perfectly fine and adjust to the financing source that we would like to apply for. Because normally the public investors are trying to get additional financing because every public budget is limited. Yeah, so that in most situations they are applying either for the banks or for the countries like Croatia, Poland, and other countries, and we are trying to find the grant scheme for the project, and it's good when the project is really within the limits stated by the financing source. But of course, it's not the only reason and only part of the project and the result that we have to stick to. So on the one side we are obliged to adjust to the certain economic values and standards, but on the other side it is also the financial side of the project, which is still also an important part, because for everything we are planning, somebody has to pay for, and there should be also on the other side the capacity for the paying for at least the own part, but also for the maintenance and operation, because we don't have to. We have to also think about the proper maintenance of the facilities that we are under construction or have engaged. So from my perspective and experience, the important part of every project is a kind of a balance between economic results and financial capacity of a certain project, and also of the project promoter, because without this balance in each situation we would get into the problem.
Yes, it was reasonably good answer, I think. We're not just looking at the economic side, we need to see the financial consequences, long-term maintenance. And in that regard, I mean, you also mentioned public debt, the Eurostat treatment of financing models. So in Poland, we have PPP model, which actually worked out, I think, especially for larger projects. And the treatment of that, I mean, it's treated as energy efficiency investments, and probably it's not counted against public debt, especially PPP, where you actually have the distribution risks. So, can you tell us more about the PPP situation in Poland, and why does it work out for you and not maybe for the others?
Yes, PPP is it's a very long-lasting story. Yes, as far as I'm working with or in public sector, which is now more than 27 years altogether. I can see that the path that Poland developed through the preparation and implementation of the PPP schemes it was changing from the first idea as normally was interpreted as a source of financing of major investment projects. Now I would see rather PPPs as an additional way of financing projects, but only for those investors, public investors, who are really convinced and who really have capacity. Because the problem of capacity in public institutions is really a cornerstone of this investment, because you have to be aware of this risks allocation of the legal structure of the whole investments, and of course of the consequences of the decision taken now that will be with you through 20, 25, or sometimes 30 years. So at the end of the day, we are now see that a lot of local governments, local municipalities, they are trying to invest more and more in PPPs. But we also see that the success of the projects is connected with the success of the strong capacities on the side of investors, which is strongly supported by the country, by the central government. And we see that this strong support, the lasting support, which means a lot of money is inputted for the project preparation and supporting government in developing certain projects. And those projects that grown through this public support, they are ready to be financed through PPPs. And we think that this mixture of the experience of the local governments and this public support is a the key for the success in PPC, at least in Poland.
Yeah, I mean, we talk a lot about de-risking of investments, and we also talk about third party contracting. Aside from Poland, I think a really good example of how this model could work is also Slovenia. So both aggregation we look at, we have mostly small municipalities, and also the EPC model itself made it work somehow in Slovenia. And in Croatia, it's doubtful that it's a really successful story. But somehow in Slovenia, we see that this model really works well. And why not?
Yeah, we followed 3 paths to reach our goals, and we were very lucky that we had ESCOs, energy service companies providing energy efficiency services, and they recognized that energy efficiency sector can be a very good business model for them, and they incorporated in their already existing business models as a pillar energy efficiency. And they developed the market, they developed also the model, and on the second part we had a very capable, I dare to say, local energy agencies which also introduce ELENA technical support for these kind of projects and develop the portfolios of energy efficiency and green projects. And then we have this decision on the governmental side introduced in strategic documents that the EPC is going to be the tool how to reach the targets. And so basically I'm talking mainly about the public sector. The requirement is when some additional support is provided in terms of grants. The first requirement is that the EPC test is performed. Mm-hmm. So if the municipality or central government or the wider public sector institution would like to invest in energy efficiency and to bring the support from the government, they have to go through these tests, and then if it is not feasible to go through the EPC model, then they can implement the project via public procurement. And all these models and the approaches generated a portfolio of projects which at the end in period of 2017-2024 generated more than 500 million of investments in energy efficiency. Now we are developing this model again because we also provide energy performance contracting within the public-private partnership, but let's say for the central government, sometimes it's very time consuming because the government has to approve for the central government institution or body, they have to approve a concession for energy efficiency services. And it takes time. It takes time to prepare projects. It's 2 years of negotiations in competitive bidding and dialogue. And so if you add all these time frameworks, then you have big oscillations in preparation of projects.
Yes, but it was a strategic decision from the government to focus on EPC.
Yeah. It was written in the first National Energy Efficiency Action Plan, and then also in support to develop this model, it was also introduced, the project implementation unit at the governmental level was introduced. But at the end, it doesn't work. What really worked were ELENA projects, which prepared all these projects in due time.
Yeah, that was my sub question, but okay.